but also across northwest England, parts of Yorkshire, heading down towards the Midlands and East Anglia. So if you're travelling, do take it easy. Now today there's rain in the forecast, but we start to see some heavy rain through the course of tomorrow night and into Friday, and some of that will deposit some snow on the higher ground of the Pennines and the southern uplands. This morning though, it is rain that we've got, or showers, some of those showers merging to give some longer spells of rain. This is what's happened in the last 15 minutes or so, and as we carry on through the course of the day, we'll start to see more rain sweeping up from the south, courtesy of this weather front here. So the rain will turn heavier in the southeast, but low pressure is dominating our weather once again. You can tell by the isobars, which are close together, that it's going to be pretty windy in the west of Scotland, especially with exposure. So we've got these showers merging across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, the rain pepping up across the Channel Islands and the southeastern quarter of England, which will eventually push towards the near continent, clearing through the course of this evening. And behind that band of rain, we're back in the dizzy cocktail of bright spells, some sunny spells and also some showers. Temperatures today 12 to about 16 degrees. Now, as we head on through the evening, you can see how that rain clears away, and overnight we still do have some showers dotted around, still blustery winds in the north, and some of those showers in the north will be falling as snow in the tops of the hills and mountains. But then this next area is coming into the southwest. Now you can see with its cloud it's helping maintain temperatures in the southwestern corner, but move north of that and it's going to be a cold night, colder than the one just gone, with some patchy mist and fog forming once again and some pockets of frost. So if we pick up what's happening in the southwest through the course of tomorrow, we're going to see some heavy rain coming our way, not just Friday, but Friday night and Saturday. The Met Office has a yellow weather warning out for this, especially for Wales and northwest England. There's the risk of flooding. There'll be a lot of surface water and spray on the roads, so it could be quite nasty if you are travelling. So do bear that in mind. Now, it's because we've got a weather front coming in. It's a waving front, which means it is moving. Now, we think this is what the rain is going to do at the moment, but because this front is waving, it might wave across Northern Ireland, it might wave a bit further north across Scotland, so the rain distribution will be a little bit different. And we're also looking at some snow in the tops of the Pennines and the southern uplands. North of that, it's going to be cold, it's going to be windy, and we've also got stronger winds across southern parts of England and South Wales. So it's all once again going on with the weather forecast. Charlie and Aga.
Carol, thanks very much.
Carol.
Morning.
Good morning both, good morning to you too. If you're just stepping out, worth mentioning that we have got some patchy fog around this morning, some of which is dense, particularly across parts of southwest England, the Midlands, northwest England, around Yorkshire, East Anglia as well. So do take it easy. We've also got some rain in the forecast today, but heavier rain will be coming our way tomorrow night and also into Saturday. So something to watch out for as well if you're travelling. Now today's rain will pep up. It's coming up from the Channel Islands and it's going to continue to push into the southeastern corner. Behind it, sunshine and showers. Low pressure is driving our weather and quite windy conditions across Scotland, particularly with exposure in the west. So it's a cloudy, damp start to the day. There's some drizzle, there's some showers. We've got this rain coming up from the Channel across the southeastern quarter and it's going to be pushing southeastwards through the day. Behind it, brighter skies, some sunny spells and some showers. But don't forget, windy in Scotland, especially with exposure, with highs 11 in the north to about 16 in the south. Now through this evening we say goodbye to the rain away from the east coast of England, and then for many of us it's going to be dry. There'll be some clear spells, a few showers, some of those wintry across the north of Scotland. Then we're looking at the arrival of our next system. So because this next system's throwing in more cloud, what you'll find is it's not going to be as cold a night in the southwest and the Channel Islands, but move northwards and it is going to be a cold night. Cold enough for a touch of frost here and there, and also once again we'll see some patchy mist and fog forming. So back to the southwest. This is where we've got heavy rain moving northeastwards through Friday night and Saturday, especially affecting Wales and northwest England. Now we could widely see between 40 and 60 millimetres, locally with height 100 millimetres, so that's 4 inches. So hardly surprisingly, there is the risk of some flooding. There'll be a lot of surface water and spray on the roads, and the Met Office has a yellow weather warning out to this effect. So what's happening is we start off on a dry note, but the cloud and the rain spreads in from the southwest, moving across Wales, the Midlands, parts of southern England. Now this is a waving front, which means it could change its position and wave across Northern Ireland a bit more, wave further north across Scotland. But this is what we think currently. We also think as it engages with the colder air as it travels further north, we'll see some sleet and snow on the tops of the Pennines and potentially too the southern uplands. It's going to be windy in the north. It's also going to be windy in the south, southern England and South Wales. Cool in the north too, only 8s as our top temperatures, but still in the milder air further south at 16. Now, during the course of Saturday, that weather front sinks southwards, taking its rain with it. Low pressure still in charge. The wind veers to more of a northwesterly, which is a cooler direction for us, and then high pressure takes over. So on Saturday we've got that rain moving south across England and also Wales. Behind it some sunshine, a plethora of showers, windy in the north once again, and we're still looking at that wind coming in from the north or northwest, which as I mentioned is a cooler direction. So temperature wise we're looking at 7s and 8s, still in the milder air as we push further south. As we head on into the weekend then, as high pressure starts to exert its influence, and this is true for the beginning of next week as well, things more settled, we'll see drier conditions, a bit more sunshine, but equally the temperatures are on the slide. We're looking at between 10 and 12. We can say goodbye to the 16s and 17s some of us have seen of late. Charlie and Naga.
Carol, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. For some of us this morning, it's a foggy start to the day. For others, for example, in Aberdeenshire, in Fraserburgh, it's a beautiful start. But we also have some rain today. And for the next couple of days, we'll see some heavy rain. So Friday, overnight Friday and into Saturday. What's happening at the moment is we've got an array of weather fronts. This particular one here is going to pep up and produce heavier rain across the southeastern quarter of England before it moves away. Low pressure is driving our weather. The isobars spaced quite closely together means that it's also going to be rather windy across Scotland, but especially so with exposure in the west. So when the mist and fog lift, some of it just into low cloud, some of it will break. We'll see some sunshine come out, but you can also see the heavier rain moving towards the southeast. Sunny skies and some showers following on behind, and blustery across the far north of the country. Temperatures 11 to about 16 degrees. Now through this evening we say goodbye to that rain. It clears off into the North Sea and then there'll be a clearance in the sky, still some showers, wintry in nature in the tops of the hills and mountains in Scotland, but then we've got more cloud and some rain starting to show its hand in the southwest. So here temperatures won't be as low, but travel further north under clearer skies and it will be cold. Cold enough for some pockets of frost and also once again some patchy mist and fog. So as I mentioned, for Friday overnight and Saturday, we are expecting some heavy rain, particularly across Wales and northwest England. Could lead to some issues with flooding. The amounts we're looking at are roughly 40 to 60 millimetres or 100 millimetres, 4 inches with height. And the Met Office has a yellow weather warning out for this rain in effect from midday on Friday till midnight on Saturday. So here it comes. It's a waving weather front bringing in this rain, and use the term waving because it may wave towards Northern Ireland more than we've got it, and it may wave further north across Scotland, or it may not. But this is what we think is going to happen. And as all this rain engages with the colder air, we're likely to see some sleet and snow on the tops of the Pennines and potentially the southern uplands. Now it's going to be a windy day across the north of Scotland with gales with exposure. Again, some dry weather but cold, only 8 degrees. And it's going to be windy across South Wales and southern England. But here we still are in the milder conditions. So this weather front during the course of Friday and into Saturday will start to push southeastwards, taking its rain with it. Low pressure is still in charge, and around that low pressure we're going to pull in a different direction of wind as high pressure builds in. So there goes the rain heading steadily southeastwards. Behind it, brighter skies, some sunshine, a lot of showers packing in the north or northwesterly wind across northwest Scotland, and temperatures, well, continuing to fall apart from in the southeast where we're still in the milder conditions. But then high pressure takes over during the course of Sunday and the early part of next week, so the weather quietens down. If you're sick of the rain, it is going to dry up. We'll see some sunshine, but it's also going to cool down a little bit where it's been quite mild of late. Charlie Naga.
Well, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. We're not seeing you tomorrow, are we?
No, that's right. You too. Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks, Naga.
thanks, lovely. See you later.